Picture the moment. You are driving to work, running late, mind racing, then suddenly that red light pops. Your stomach drops. It's the check engine light. Logically, fixing this sensor costs exactly $300, but your banking app shows $42. You have to survive until payday, so you ignore it. 2 months vanish. The rattling gets louder. Then, on a busy highway, the engine finally gives out. Now you need a tow. $200. The ignored sensor destroyed your transmission. That is $2,000. You miss 2 shifts at work because you're stranded. That's another $300 in lost wages. The initial $300 problem spiraled into a $2,500 catastrophe simply because the cash wasn't there. This is not bad luck. It is a calculated mathematical trap designed to keep you poor. It is the math of being broke. I'm Pete, and on Pete Invests, we decode the hidden equations of wealth. Today, no crypto advice. We're discussing why poverty is actually the most expensive hobby you can have. Most gurus say wealth comes from discipline. They say, stop buying lattes to save $12. But saving $12 a month won't revolutionize your life. This advice ignores a brutal economic reality. We call it the Boots theory of socioeconomic unfairness. It explains the wealth gap better than economists. Visualize 2 men. One is wealthy, one is broke. The wealthy man buys $50 leather boots. They're high quality, stitched properly. Those boots last him 10 full years without a single issue. The poor man cannot afford $50. He has 10, so he buys cheap, cardboard-soled boots. They fall apart in 1 season. Next year, he spends another 10, and the year after. Over 10 years, the poor man spends $100 on boots, double what the rich paid. Yet his feet are still wet. The rich man is dry, comfortable, and $50 richer. This is the cold math of poverty. You're forced to pay a premium for lacking capital. You might think this is just a story about boots. Look around. This dynamic is absolutely everywhere. Take toilet paper. If you have $50, you buy the mega pack at a warehouse club. Your cost per roll drops to 50 cents. You are set for months with 0 inventory stress. But living paycheck to paycheck, you cannot lock up $50 in paper inventory. You have 4. So you buy the small pack at the corner store. The cost per roll is $1.50. You are paying 3 times more for the exact same product because you couldn't afford bulk prices. Economists call this the poverty premium. It applies to laundry detergent, mayonnaise, and especially disposable diapers. Mathematically, if you're broke, your personal inflation rate is actually higher than a rich person's rate. But it gets darker than groceries. Let's look at the banking system. It punishes you for stumbling. If you have $10,000, banks treat you like royalty. No fees, free checks, pure service. But if you're struggling and an unexpected $25 subscription hits your $20 account balance, now you're negative $5. Does the bank help? No, they charge a $35 fee. Think about that annual percentage rate. You effectively borrowed $5 for 1 day, costing $35. That is an annualized interest rate of 700%. A loan shark would go to jail. When a bank does it, it's standard policy. It's a wealth transfer disguised as service. The rich get paid interest, the poor pay interest. But psychology plays a massive role here too. It's called scarcity mindset. Studies show when you are legitimately worried about money, your IQ drops. Your functional intelligence drops 13 points. That's the mental equivalent of missing an entire night's sleep. Your brain becomes so consumed with immediate survival that you lose the capacity for strategic planning. You take the payday loan or eat fast food because your cognitive bandwidth is completely maxed out. The Boots theory involves more than money math. It's primarily about the math of mental energy. The rich man saves the mental load of wet feet. He uses that energy to build wealth. The poor man is stuck in constant panic. Let's look at the buy nice concept with cars. A wealthy person buys a reliable used Toyota, low interest loan, 10 years of service, minimal maintenance. Now look at the person with bad credit. They need wheels to get to work to earn. They visit a predatory dealership. A $4,000 clunker is sold for $8,000 at high interest. Over the loan life, they pay $15,000 for a car that was barely worth $4,000. The car often dies before the loan ends. They pay for a dead car while financing another. You pay a risk premium because you're poor. The only way to stop is having money. We haven't even touched housing. Renting versus owning is the ultimate real-world example of this unfair theory. When renting, you pay 100% interest. You pay the landlord's mortgage plus profit, gaining zero equity. High rent traps you. You pay $2,000 monthly, preventing you from ever saving for a cheaper mortgage. Then there's the hidden tax on time. A laundromat costs $5 plus 2 hours wasted. That's time stolen from working or resting. Poverty increases life's friction, stealing your future earning potential. It feels depressing. The system is rigged, but you must look at the numbers to find the exit. Forget the S&P 500. If you're poor, the best investment is simply escaping the Boots theory penalties. Paying off 20% credit card debt is a guaranteed 20% return. No stock promises that. The critical concept is the buffer. You must stop the bleeding to finally afford the high-quality boots. Your first $1,000 is a weapon. It destroys the poverty premium and turns crises into annoyances. That cash lowers insurance premiums and allows bulk buying. It switches the game from defense to offense. Stop asking if you can afford the monthly payment. Ask what is the total lifetime cost of ownership. Companies budget for your overdrafts. They depend on you staying broke. Become a bad customer for them. Become the ruthless CFO of your life. Get angry at the math. Use that frustration to build liquidity. Audit your life for vampire costs. Identify exactly where you're bleeding money simply because you lack money. Ruthlessly cut everything to plug that specific leak. Sell old clothes or work weekends for a strategic strike. You are buying your way out of the trap, one pair of high-quality boots at a time. This journey is unfair. The wind is against you, but understanding the math is your only real exit. Stop playing their game. Start playing yours. Buy the freedom to say no to the bad loans. If you realized you pay the poverty premium, share this. We must talk about these hidden traps. Subscribe to Pete Invests to turn vision into action. I'm Pete. Let's get you those high-quality boots.